What exactly is the Strait of Hormuz that may cause the next global crisis? A narrow waterway between Iran and Oman. It's only 33 kilometers wide. That's it. But through this small stretch of water, nearly 20% of the world's oil flows every single day. And now, this place is in danger. Iran is threatening to block this waterway. Why? Because of a fight with the United States. America attacked Iran's nuclear sites.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities.
In response, Iran's parliament has approved a proposal to shut Hormuz. If they do it, this small place could break the global economy. Oil prices will explode, petrol prices will rise, inflation will skyrocket. Everything from flights to food will get expensive. Why? Because almost all the oil from Saudi Arabia, Iraq, UAE passes through this tiny place. India imports more than 80% of its oil. A lot of that oil comes from the Gulf, through the Strait of Hormuz. Petrol prices in India could go up, flights could get expensive, and your monthly grocery bill, that too. But here's the good news. The Indian government diversified India's oil suppliers. We now buy oil from many countries. We also have reserves. As per Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas of India, Hardeep Singh Puri.
Insofar as the global situation today is concerned, the escalation of tensions in the Middle East was not entirely unexpected. In fact, we had foreshadowed this escalation, and the government under the Honorable Prime Minister has been consistently and periodically reviewing the situation, including the possibility of the closure of the Straits of Hormuz. And as I have mentioned earlier, we had diversified the sources of supply. And out of the 5.5 million barrels of crude oil that India consumes daily, about 1.5 and 2 million only come through the Straits of Hormuz. We import roughly 4 million barrels through other routes, and our companies, the oil marketing companies, have enough stocks. Most of them have stocks up to 3 weeks. One of them has in fact 25 days stocks. And we are also confident that we can increase the supply of crude through other routes should the situation so warrant. We are in touch with all possible actors in this, the supply routes, etc. And I believe that there is no cause for any alarm on this score. Of course, we will be watching the unfolding situation. And the Honorable Prime Minister has already spoken with all the major leaders. He's had a long conversation with the President of Iran also, and calling for de-escalation. It is our hope, and all of us are expecting that the situation will result in calm and de-escalation rather than further escalation. But meanwhile, we continue to be prepared to meet the evolving situation.
People are saying that may the oil price can increase.
See, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to speculate on the price factor. The oil price for a long time was between 65 and 70. Then it was between 70 and 75. Today is a Sunday. When the markets open tomorrow, then the consequences of the closure of the Straits of Hormuz will be factored in. But as I've been saying for a long time, there is enough oil available in the global markets. More and more oil is coming on the global markets, particularly from the Western Hemisphere. And even the traditional suppliers would be interested in keeping the supplies on because they also need the revenue. So hopefully the market will factor that in. But as I said, the Modi government has over the past several years not only ensured the stability of supplies but also affordability. And we will take all necessary measures to ensure that.
Meanwhile, the US is asking China to talk Iran out of it. Why? Because China buys most of the Iran's oil. If Iran blocks the strait, even China will suffer. traders are panicking, the markets are watching. But here's the thing, sometimes it's not big wars that shake the world, it's small places like this 33-kilometer stretch of water. Right now, the Strait of Hormuz holds the world's attention, and whether or not Iran actually closes it, this is the power of geopolitics. This is not just about oil, this is about how small actions in one corner of the world can affect you and others.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.